Going on, everybody? Welcome back to G-Miles World Podcast, and right now we're going to be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs releasing wide receiver Josh Gordon. I know a lot of you guys are very concerned about this. I'm not. What's interesting about it is this, right? Tyreek Hill, we have to wait to see how that reflects with the Dolphins with Tua and what happens with Mahomes. Speaking of Josh Gordon, a lot of people, that have asked me about it, is he what he once was? No. Is he somebody that can help your team? I don't even know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't he have a little stint with the Patriots? Like, he's been all over the place, and it's like, this dude just can't. It's sort of like this, right? When you continuously go down a path of no return, and you're in a sport like this, it's not like he's like an actor where you can go down a binge and then you come back and you like, you win an Emmy or something like that. Like this, you have a very, very limited time in the NFL. And it's sort of like, we watched him self-destruct based on rules that are now going to be outdated, with the usage of, marijuana and stuff like that. A lot of things have changed since those things were going on. But this dates back to his college days. So for those of you guys that are wondering with me, like how I feel about it, it's very, very tough for me. Because, I know there's a lot of people out there that want this opportunity that's never going to get it. And this young man got it. But it was a lot of stuff going on with him that didn't allow him to fully utilize his potential. So at this point right now, some people are asking me, gee, where is he going to go? I don't really know if anybody wants him. That's like the honest truth. I really don't. Like, what can he possibly do? Watching him play, over the last couple of years, like I said, I've seen him. I think he played, over three or four teams gave him a chance already. Since the whole thing with the Browns. Now, when he was with the Browns, he was unbelievable. He was a monster. There were games that he just won outright by himself. And the Browns were like really, really terrible back then, but Josh Gordon was him. All right. He's no longer that player. Look, people need to start to realize, right? The NFL is just like any other business, right? They're going to utilize you until there's no use. And right now, with the way that this is, you look at the Chiefs, McCole Hardman. I don't know what's going on with Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't think Juju Smith-Schuster is a good wide receiver, but he's younger. So it makes sense for them to, hold on to him. I don't think he's a good, like, miscellaneous guy. We saw that he's not a number one. I think he's better at making TikToks, Juju, than anything else, in my opinion. I don't think that this was for him. I think he really was very fortunate with a lot of the opportunities, and he's smart. He's utilized every single one of those opportunities. Now, pound for pound, would I say Josh Gordon is better right now than Juju Smith-Schuster? I can't really say that because of the youth aspect and the fact that I know that, pretty much he doesn't have the same legs. He doesn't have the same, everything that made him spectacular. He no longer has that. So we're all sitting around trying to figure out, Josh Gordon, feeling sorry for him. We can't do that. We have to allow, when these decisions are made, as tough as it is, it's very, very difficult to hold on to somebody that is in a situation where continuous chances are given and it's the same result. And, sometimes it comes up like, yo, gee, maybe they should have done this, maybe should have done that. Trust me when I tell you, there's a lot of people that are listening to this right now that are probably vying to go to the NFL, or someone that is working really, really hard to get his chance in the NFL and is only going to get one chance. Josh Gordon is like on his 19th. Like, bro, look, listen, it is what it is. So in my opinion, when people are, yo, we could use him, Are you sure? Are you sure right now that you can use him? Because I haven't really seen anything, that's made me say, you know what, bro, like this dude is where he's at. Like, let me just give you an example, right? Julio Jones, Tom Brady just played the last preseason game, and I saw Julio Jones catch that nice pass on the right side of the field. And I was like, it's like a little comeback route. He pushed off. Let me know if he pushed off. Write a comment. Let me know. I think he pushed off blatantly. And it just gave it to him like, yo, you know what, Julio? Go ahead and do what you do. Julio is no longer what he was. He wasn't what he was with the, with the Falcons when he went to the Titans. He's not what he once was when he's with the Bucs right now. A lot of us keep thinking about the player when they were really, really good. And that's the problem, bro. Like, this is not amazing to me. This doesn't shock me that they released Josh Gordon. You know what I'm saying, bro? And I know, listen, guys, there's a lot of Josh Gordon fans out there. There's a lot of people that are, that are rooting for him, like, for that success to come back. It probably won't happen. And people have to realize, it's sort of like this. even if we compare like the OBJ situation, right? When he left the Giants, and it was sort of like, you know, he's never going to do this, he's never going to do that. Dude's on the boat, no shirt, you know, with all the rappers and everything. He never going to do this. OBJ is so immensely talented that even after the injury he just sustained in a Super Bowl, somebody's going to pick him up and he's going to still be able to perform. Now, if he's not with the Rams, he probably obviously won't win a Super Bowl, but he's somebody that you would take a risk on because there's no other outlying factors that is going to affect him not being able to be on the field. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's sort of like once you have that outside demon that is causing the issue and you can't control it, we have to let it, bro, we have to let it lie where it may. And that's ultimately what happened, you know, with the situation. So, you know, some of you guys gave suggestions. You know, the Cowboys could use him. Really? You want to put Josh Gordon with Dak Prescott? You really want to do that? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, do you want to put him in that situation? Dak is already like Dak right now. Everybody's looking at him to see what he's gonna be doing. Like, yo, is this dude garbage? Like, I think he's a mediocre quarterback, but I'm very happy that he was able to finagle his cash out. Do I feel that the Cowboys are gonna win a Super Bowl? I do not. Okay, do I think Dak is the guy? I do not. But it doesn't really matter. You don't want to put other, you know, things, other factors that's gonna affect him negatively because you've already made him the franchise QB. All right, so. He didn't show enough for Patrick Mahomes to get the ball down the field to him, because if he still had those burners that he had when he was with the Browns, they wouldn't have released him. So he's not a burner. But everybody doesn't have to be a burner. You got some dudes, you know, run your routes, run the route tree, curls, posts, you know, out route, stuff like that. He obviously didn't have the capability of doing that consistently, and that's why he's gone. Okay, so where else would you send him? Just, you know, you're not going to send him to the Bucs because, you know, Tom Brady got all his stuff back. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, Tom Brady chilling right now. The only thing that Tom Brady's missing is key components of his offensive line. I think wide receiver, you know, he got his injured wide receiver back. Mike Evans still there. You know, everything is going to be good. Julio Jones, he's fitting him in. They're going to be, Godwin just came back to, you know, off the injury. It's going to be a different scene for the Bucs. They don't need Josh Gordon right now. Now, this is what I would say is possible. Once the season starts, if someone were to get injured, I can see someone else giving Josh Gordon a chance. I can see that. But as far as like just picking him up off waivers, name the team that wants to deal with this, because he's already aged, and you're not getting, you know what I'm saying? Those legs ain't getting no younger. He looked pretty good. You know, he looked in shape and stuff like that from the last you know, footage I've seen of him. He kept his body in shape. But as far as just playing football naturally, I don't think that it's a smart move right now for anyone to really go too crazy on it. Let's see how the season, you know, let's see how the season unfolds, and then we'll pretty much go from there. That would be my suggestion. But again, I'm only giving suggestions out because you guys are asking about, you know, what do I think about these issues? And that's honestly what I think. He was once a very, very good player. He no longer is that player. And unfortunately, it's very, very hard for people to accept that. And I just got to tell, like, I'm going to tell you the truth because I don't have anything vested in it. I'm just letting you guys know that this is my opinion based on what I've seen and what's happening now. And if you're a fan of a team and you're looking to win, just because of a name, you shouldn't go crazy if that name is not what it once was. And that's, you know, pretty much that's my assessment. So will he be able to help a team this season? It's possible, barring an injury of another player. Do I think he will ever be Josh Gordon as we once knew him? No. So there's no hoopla, there's no excitement about it, but he's still a big name. People still root for him. People still feel sorry for him. I myself look at the bigger picture. There's a lot of other athletes out there that are deserving of the opportunity. Maybe someone else will get it and make the right decisions with it. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.